Well,
Well,
well.
podcast.
Podcast. It's time.
Crack open a Perrier.
A
Perrier.
Perrier.
Perrier,
Perrier? France?
France.
What's that shit taste like? Just straight up water.
It's water. Sparkling water.
Banger. You know, my girlfriend's trying to tell me that sparkling water is bad. Just bad for you. She just doesn't believe it.
Yeah. No. Nah. Dude, literally the ingredients on here are water and carbon dioxide.
Yeah, so it's CO2.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
Yeah, it's like, okay. Bet.
Yeah. Well, and then if you look at the LaCroix thing, it's just like natural flavors and water,
Mm-hmm.
carbonated water. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah. They're really getting me with... Dude, if you've ever tasted a LaCroix, you know there ain't shit in there.
Dude, I've heard of people who live to be 100 something and all they drink is fucking Dr. Pepper.
Well,
So it's
or
like,
smoke a pack of cigarettes.
yeah, I've heard of that too. So it's kind of just like, okay.
Dude, I don't know, maybe it's cosmic balance or some shit, but like, I swear, like, you can try to optimize like your life. You can live the healthiest. You can avoid everything that like should give you cancer. And like, dude, there's always gonna be a guy who just gets fucking cooked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that is true. It just is like, you never know if it's going to be you or not.
Yeah,
That's why it's like really tough,
and
obviously.
I think it's more like percentage, right? So it's like, because smoking a billion cigarettes is just like, it gives you just a higher percentage of getting cancer.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a guarantee.
Yeah.
And then like on the exact flip side, like, dude, avoiding XYZ, avoiding sugar, avoiding salt, like not being overweight.
Well, I think
These
that's...
are,
Continue.
these are all just things that just like increase your percentage of like living probably a better, healthy, continuation of life.
Yeah. I mean, avoiding salt and sugar. I think like a really... Weirdly, I actually think in some cases for foods, binging is kind of good if you do it in a moderate like tone, where you're like on a day-to-day basis, like your average day, you are like not eating a ton of sugar and you're not having like a bit of salt, but also that kind of depends upon what you're doing on a day-to-day basis.
Mm-hmm.
If you're very active, you probably should have a good amount of sugar, and you probably should have a good amount of salt in your diet.
Yep.
Because otherwise you'll get dehydrated extremely fast.
Yeah.
So.
Well, do you believe one of our mutual homies? Do you believe his take that salt doesn't matter?
If you're talking about just for losing weight, like, I kind of believe it, but also I'm like, it dictates like your cravings.
Yes.
And that's what I think it more does. And I personally also think that it like, I don't know the full science behind it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it dictates like, what is it? Because I know if you have a lot of salt, it usually ends up leading to you having heart problems.
Oh, sure.
Is that right, or is it? I can't remember
That sounds right.
what exactly it is, but being that your heart is going to have problems, you're now going to have like a tougher time breathing in oxygen. Your heart has to work a little bit harder.
Yeah.
So at least that's my thought. I don't know if that's necessarily true or not, but that's kind of a hypothesis I have.
I think you're right, because I think it's about blood pressure. And I think if you have a lot of salty foods, your blood pressure increases, which means that your heart has to work harder to, maintain homeostasis. So I think you're 100% right. I think for our friend who doesn't care about the salt, I think it's and much like human stuff, it's person to person.
Yeah, and once again, I think it also comes in the aspect of like whether you are you going and running 5 miles a day, or are you just kind of like hanging out not doing anything, or are you just like you're maybe walking like maybe 5,000 steps.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would consider someone who walking like 5,000 steps a day is
Yeah.
like lightly active, very lightly active. I don't even know if like that is technically lightly active, or like they maybe work out like once or twice a week.
Sure.
Like that would be like lightly active to me. Moderately active would be someone who's doing like 6 to 8,000 working out 3 times a week,
Okay.
maybe 4.
That'd be moderately active? Yeah, I guess.
I would consider that
Yeah.
I would consider it moderately active, and then very active. I would say you're probably getting 8,000 to 10,000 steps. You're working out 4 to 5 or maybe even 6 or more times a week.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty damn active.
Mm-hmm.
That's super active.
Because very active is like athlete status,
Yeah.
or like you work at a farm status. Because you're literally just doing active shit all the time.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. Well, I do have a little question for you though.
Yep. Go
If
for it.
you could legally ban one extremely specific thing, but it has to be ridiculous, what would it be?
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna ban one thing, but it has to be kind of goofy. So you can't ban like, I don't know, crime.
Yeah.
We're gonna ban hunger. You can't be fucking hungry.
Yeah, you are not allowed to be hungry.
All right, I'm teleporting food into your stomach.
Mm-hmm. Laser beaming it in.
that's the upgrade of the Doctor
Yeah.
Strange. Bam.
It's no longer you're warping in time. You're pulling it back and you're shooting it. And
Like a slingshot.
you're shooting a time portal into them.
Oh my god. Oh, my stomach. It's all gone.
Eats them from the inside out. But legally ban one extremely specific thing. I mean, that's hard because it's an extremely specific thing, and I just have to like think of something that's extremely specific. I don't know if I'm gonna ban anything. I guess like I'm gonna ban.
Something that pisses you off.
Hear me out here.
Yo.
I'm gonna ban states in the United States
Damn.
from being colder than 20 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna change the weather.
Yep. Nothing in the United States can be below. Only in the United States.
Okay. God damn.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. You know, now I am thinking about it. I'm thinking of like the pressure. I'm going with novelty sodas. I'm going with like ranch sodas. I'm going with cheddar.
yeah.
I'm going with cheddar cheese sodas. You know, I'm going with basically,
The milk in the drawer.
yeah, dude. I'm talking about the sodas that you would never see anyone ever drink ever. You would never go into a restaurant and be like, "Oh yes, look at our variety. We have cheddar cheese. We have ranch soda. We have, I don't know, popcorn butter soda." And you're just like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, that sounds psycho.
I ban it.
I have never. I don't know. I've heard of ranch soda. That's it. I've never
Yeah.
heard of like cheddar cheese soda.
Oh yeah, I'm pulling at straws. For sure.
Yeah, I was kind of like, you must be just
Dude,
coming up with something for fun.
I guarantee there's cheddar cheese soda. I'm calling it right now.
Cheddar cheese soda.
100%
Well, I mean, there's ChatGPT, so
bars.
I mean, there has to be
Dude, there's gotta be cheddar cheese soda.
pizza soda.
Ooh, there's cheddar cheese soda bread. What the fuck is that?
So like, if any like random object or random food item,
Mm-hmm.
soda.
Yeah,
Pick a random food item that's a soda.
true.
Pick one. I don't know. I'm just saying.
So you're asking me to pick just a random item?
Yep.
All right, I'm going with
Food.
the carrot.
Carrot soda.
Carrot soda.
Interesting.
I bet there probably is.
Yeah. there
There's some
probably
niche
is.
guy.
Yeah.
You know, Captain Niche, who's like, you know what? God, I just love carrots so much. I just don't understand why it's not in a drink form.
I don't know.
I really like carrot juice, but I want it to be carbonated a little bit sweeter. I think today I'm gonna make carrot fucking soda.
Well, today um, uh,
Oh, we gotta see who keeps coming in the bathroom.
I think I'm gonna choose for random food flavored soda. We're going moldy cheese.
Bars.
Yeah, moldy cheese soda.
Damn, that would suck ass.
Yep. It would not be that great. Why not? Fuck it.
Dude, that's funny. I'm pretty sure one of the, maybe I cut it, but maybe I didn't. But one of the segments is like, we have to like fix a product. Like there's something wrong with this product. We gotta fix it. So
okay, that'd be pretty cool.
yeah, it is. That's way later in the podcast.
I guess we will. We'll see. Do you want to hop into this next one?
Yeah, it's a little twist on the classic format of the would you rather's. It's the what would you do's.
Yep.
What would you do?
And then you have like bizarre, wild scenarios or something like that.
Yeah, so it's kind of a how would you react. So this one is kind of it's set up. So there's the would you rather's that just suck.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, would you rather go to hell or you have your penis explode?
Yep.
And it's like, well, I'd rather not do fucking either. So I don't know. But the what would you do's. So you wake up with an ability to read minds. Do you use it? And if you do,
Well, duh.
on whom? Hell yeah, you're doing
Duh.
it?
Yeah, I mean, shit.
Absolutely.
If I could read people's minds, I'd probably be freaked out a little bit to start.
Yeah, it would suck.
But what if it was like you think you can read people's minds, but you really can't?
God,
you
it's
just
just
hear
you.
You're just schizophrenic.
There's something wrong with you.
So what if you were schizophrenic?
So on this episode of The Well, we explore the...
Oh my God, who said that?
If you heard screaming, I'm sorry. I have bad news.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it on everyone. Fuck yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
You're the read mind guys?
Yep.
Dude, what? Man, that power would... Don't you think that power would just kind of... For me, I think it would suck.
Well, here's the thing it doesn't really mention. Are you like, if you're able to control it, then you don't, considering the fact that it says, do you use it, implies that you have control over it.
Yeah, turn it off and on.
Exactly. So it's not like you just have everyone's thoughts fucking blasting in your mind.
Oh my
at
God!
once.
Oh, my mind! Everyone's screaming! Oh my gosh!
Because yeah, that's at that point, that's what it would practically be like.
Bro, you live in like near a highway and you're just like hearing all these people just like, oh
Yeah.
man. Dude, here's a little thought experiment to kind of just piggyback off of this, and then I'll answer the question. What if you like the ability is to read minds, but it's kind of like everyone's having a conversation with themselves, right? So like you and I are sitting here, but like for me, in your head, it's kind of like you're talking to me, but those are just your thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
So like that was your kind of your ability, is you can just kind of hear people just talking all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You think you'd still take the power?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
It is kind of OP to read people's minds.
Yeah.
So you're using it on everyone. I think I have to use it.
on whoever I want. Yeah.
And then I don't have anyone. I don't know, dude. I'm not like a malicious guy.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm like, do I use on whom? Like anyone? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm like, yeah, I want to get back at this guy. It's just more like, oh, I see this advantageous.
Yeah, it might be fun to go to like a bar and just kind of like, I don't know, see what the fuck is going down. Like you could be the ultimate people watcher.
Yeah, true.
Go to Vegas and just be like, oh my God, these guys are fucked up.
Yeah, dude, that actually, it'd be fucked up. You're reading the mind. You know what the fucking dealer has.
Oh, you do.
Yeah, I'm like blackjack. You know what the dealer has.
Oh God, we're nefarious. Yeah, we're going to the Beano. Yeah, I forgot. We're going to the fucking
Yeah,
Beano.
we're going to the Beano.
Yeah, I forgot we're going to the Beano. Yeah,
Yep.
my bad.
Yep.
Yeah, and like
Eventually, you just get kicked out because they would.
You win too much.
Yeah, you just win too much, and they'd be
A lot of
like, "We don't
casinos.
want your." They would assume you're, what is it? You're counting cards or some shit like that.
Well, dude, you would know, because you're reading the mind of the guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if he was like, man, this guy's winning a lot, I think I'm gonna have to call in the pit boss.
Oh,
You
and
would
then you
know.
could just be like,
Be
all
like,
right, I'm
hey
gonna head out.
man, I'm done. I'm gonna cash out.
Yeah, actually though,
Like,
that's kind of busted.
yeah. So I'm going. Who I'm gonna use it on is the fucking dealer.
Yep. Get back at the fucking blackjack dealer.
Speaking of winning,
Winning, all I do is win.
you win the lottery,
Okay.
but you can only spend the money in 24 hours. What do you buy? You can't do like stocks.
All right. Well, I'm buying a bunch of fucking houses. Buying a
you can
fuckload of houses.
Can you lock in?
Here's what I'm doing. I'm
Do you have
starting.
unlimited money?
I'm starting an LLC, starting a holdings company.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm starting. Not only am I starting a holdings company, I'm starting 2 separate companies. One company is housing. Another company is businesses.
Yeah.
We're gonna go buy houses and we're gonna buy businesses.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna buy those. All of our businesses have to be hands-off businesses
Yeah.
where they're all managerial setup. I'm just the owner of the company, and then we're buying houses, and then we're gonna flip those houses eventually, or resell them, rent them, do whatever.
Yep. That is the realistic answer.
Because yeah, if I only have 24 hours, then yeah, we're gonna run it up.
Yeah, I think I feel like your mindset's a little limited on this one.
Mhm.
I'm gonna buy the stock market.
I'm gonna buy the stock market.
I'm going to buy the stock market.
Yeah, you're gonna buy like trillions of dollars. I don't think the lottery is that much. Now, which lottery are we talking about, though?
The $1 trillion one. The one in Dubai for oil people.
For the oil people.
I don't know
For real.
whatever the fuck you call them. The super wealthy.
Yep.
The mega wealthy.
The oil people.
Yeah, because, like, dude, you know what's funny about this question is it's like, all right, you win the lottery. That could be like, I don't know, a couple million. That could be like $1 billion. That could be just like $5,000.
Yeah. It really is. It really does depend upon how much money you're getting.
Because I took it to the, the nth where it's like, all right, I'm just going to assume I have unlimited money. I got a black credit card.
My thought is like, it's probably over $1 million. That's the assumption. It's over $1 million, under 500.
Yeah, then realistically, I'm just buying a couple houses. I might be buying not a few cars, but like probably buy myself a new car.
Well, dude, you have property taxes.
Yeah, I suppose, because you only have it for a day, so you kind of have to be smart with what your bottom line is.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'd still buy the house. Like,
yeah,
moderately, you could still definitely afford a house.
Yeah, you definitely could afford a house. I would just buy something that's currently within your budget range that you could afford the property taxes on. Don't go too out of control, because you could get screwed over for property taxes. But alternatively, you could also just turn around and sell it within the year.
Well, what if we do a little meta gaming? So we have 24 hours to spend this lottery money.
Mm.
What if we bought a fuckload of lottery tickets? I'm just saying.
But I think they reset the lottery numbers, don't they?
Sure, but like, you win one lottery. It's not like
you'd have to set up a whole business then at that point.
You got 24 hours, bro.
Of people. You have to go set up a business of people who are going to different places to go buy lottery tickets.
I think it's just you are just buying every lottery ticket at every gas station for 24 hours.
Well, I was going to say you have a finite amount of time, so.
Yeah. Like, dude, you are basically walking into every fucking store and buying them out. And then just because you only have so much money you only have so much time to spend all this money.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you buy your house, like, instantly. Frame one, you just got, I don't know, go on realtor.com and you're like, you know what? I'm buying this one.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, X amount of money. And you're like, here's X. And it's like, all right, see ya. And then you're on your lottery day. That's what I'm going with. I like your business idea.
Yeah.
Sounds sick.
Yeah, that's just what I'm going to do. That way I can try to maximize it as much as possible.
Yeah. I think, dude, you would have to wake up and just start going.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be interesting. So, I got one here. A mysterious package shows up on your doorstep. No address, no return label, no nothing. It's just a box taped up. Do you open it?
This should happen to us. I know what you'll do.
Wait, what? Well, it had the address on it. I just didn't fucking read it. Because high key,
Yeah,
I
I
was
know.
like, I was expecting a package.
Yeah, I know.
That's why I just fucking opened it, and I was just like, oh, all right, this is my package. I was literally expecting one that day.
Yep.
So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, let me open this up. And then I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck?
Dude, I think that was our opportunity to get into golf.
Yeah.
We just sailed it by.
Yeah.
We were like, ah, damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, not today.
Nope.
Do I open a mystery package with fucking nothing on it?
Not inside.
Yeah, is it Mark Rober?
Yeah, that-
Fucking with me? Is he about to fart juice this place?
Outside.
Yeah, you go outside, it's a fucking bomb. Dude, I feel like, man, am I gonna let curiosity fucking kill me? I might. You know what? For the meme, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it too. I mean, what is someone putting in a fucking TNT explosive? Whenever you open it, it fucking detonates.
Yeah, because like the stakes are low, man.
Yeah.
It's just a box at that point. You're like, oh, what's in the box?
Yep.
Like, because also, I don't know. I guess at that point you could argue that you're trying to find out who this box should go to.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And like because it's impossible. I don't know. It's the Schrodinger's cat. It's impossible to assess how important this shit is.
Mm-hmm. At that point, do you like? Is it like a? You never know. It could be like a treasure map.
Yeah, literally. All right, so I'm gonna skip my what would you do, and I'm gonna come up with one on the fly. If you got a legitimate treasure map, would you follow it?
Oh shit. Maybe it depends upon how like crazy it is.
All right.
I think personally, I'd be like, this isn't fucking real.
So let me
This is fake.
paint this scenario for you. You're chilling on your couch. You hear a loud rumbling. For once in our lives, we actually go outside and we touch grass. We see the SpongeBob ship that just comes out of the sky. That is the Ghost Man. So Ghostman comes out of the sky.
Flying Dutchman.
Yes. So Ghostman comes out and he hands you a map and he's like, "Hey, there's some buried treasure here. See ya." And then he bounces.
See, I wouldn't trust that because it's the Flying Dutchman.
Well, no, it's Ghostman. It's Ghostman the rapper.
Well, I still wouldn't trust it.
You
It's
don't trust
Ghostman
Ghostman?
the rapper.
Fair enough.
See, that's kind of my ideas. I think I'm gonna say no because I just am like, I almost don't even trust it. I'm just kind of like, meh, this doesn't. No.
All right.
What are the stakes here? I don't know. Let me just take a week off to go fucking do this random ass fucking treasure hunt. Send me on a fucking wild goose chase.
Bro, you open up your fucking PTO calculator. You're just like, I just don't know if I can. I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah.
Guys, it's saying that I need to go to Brazil, then I need to go to Chile, then I need to go to Austria. Guys, unless the treasure has like 200 grand, I just don't know if I can realistically go. Also, I don't have my vaccines updated. But all right, so say it's bound to the United States. Are you attempting?
No. Still
Fuck
no. Still no. It's too long of an adventure. For like, I don't know what's at the end of it. Like, shit. Take me today, and they're like, "Oh yeah, here's a fucking treasure map." I'm like, "Hey, go fuck yourselves, bro." Fucking give me that when I'm like 17, when I don't already have all these responsibilities. Shit.
Dude, it's like the Pizza Hut driver gives you this treasure map, and
Exactly. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
you're sitting there, you're like, so you're telling me there's like unlimited pizza at the fucking end of this? What is this? Is this a promotion?
Yeah, fuck, bro.
Why is this telling me to go to fucking Arkansas?
For real, I get fucking $12.99 off of a Domino's dessert pizza. Like, shit.
Shit.
I ain't doing that.
Shit, yo.
But here's the real question.
Yeah.
You are suddenly invisible for a day. What's your first move?
God, dude, we have so many opportunities to always just be weird on this podcast.
Yeah.
You know, what am I doing? Not much.
Yeah. Getting out of bed? I mean,
Yeah.
you wake up and you're invisible. How about I take a moment to process the fact that I'm invisible and I don't know how long this is going to last? Can I do that first?
Yeah.
I'd be like, holy fuck, what the fuck is happening?
I can't see my body. Oh, am I having a heart attack? Oh, am I still alive? And then I go
Yeah.
to you, and then you start seeing like, I don't know,
Nothing.
nothing.
But
Maybe
I
a
can
blanket
hear
floating.
you. I could hear you.
I'm like,
So,
hey,
is this? My thought is like, this is Harry Potter invisibility cloak rules. That's the type beat it is.
I was thinking your just whole ass like naked body is invisible.
Or like,
Anything you touch.
I guess like Invisible Woman, whatever it is from Fantastic Four. That's kind of the rules.
Yep.
Is where it's like you're invisible, but people, if you talk, people can still hear you.
Is that her fucking name, Invisible?
I have no idea. I don't know what her name is. I have no idea.
It just really fucking got me. You know Invisible Woman? Her powers are invisibility, and she's a woman.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, insert characteristic to describe character. I don't know. Shit.
Mrs. Fantastic.
Yeah, I think that might be accurate. That might be lore accurate.
I have no idea. So
So,
that just really fucking got me. So yeah, you're Invisible Woman for the day. You process that you're invisible. Are you
Yep.
doing anything with your moves
I
for the day?
don't know. I might fuck with some people.
Yeah.
See, my thought is like next level pranks.
Yes.
You could do next level pranks on people
Mm-hmm.
because you could fuck with them really hardcore.
Dude, you got a day.
'Cause you can like make shit fucking float in front of people.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like tripping out because they're like, holy fuck, I'm seeing a ghost. Oh my God. You could real life Scooby Doo.
Yeah, you could. I don't know. You could. There's always the moments to be evil in these where it's like, yeah, I'm a real pervert guy. I go in the women's locker room and see all those nasty women. And then, there's the other part where it's like, oh, I'm an evil guy. I'm going to go to the bank and
Rob it.
rob all the bank people's money, man. Grab my
It's too
invisible
realistic.
satchel. Yeah, I like the idea that you just, like, I don't know, have that spaghetti noodle and you just start fucking tossing it in front of people's faces.
Mm-hmm. I like the idea of just going and fucking with people for the day.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing is you don't even know you're invisible for the whole day. You just are invisible.
Yeah, dude, that would suck if you were like,
Unless the fucking genie shows up and sits you down and is like, hey, here's the deal, bud. You're going to be invisible for the day.
hey, I started a timer on your phone. As soon as that timer's done, like, you're done being invisible.
Yep.
You're just like, oh, when'd you do that? It's like, I'm a fucking genie.
Yep.
He's like, you're just going to have to accept his fate, just like how you accepted being invisible.
Yep. The genie came back and made us invisible. So.
And then you're kind of like, hey, dude, like, I've been through a lot of these scenarios. It's actually kind of pissing me off.
Mm-hmm.
I have a job. I got a
Can't
wife.
you go
I got
fuck
kids.
with someone else?
I am sick of what would you do's, the would you rathers. I'm trying to live my fucking life. And nobody is giving me the goddamn respect
They could make a movie.
of the guy who gets fucking powers
They
every
call
day.
it Would You Rather? It's the Would You Rather movie, and then it's
It's
literally, it's like, what is it's like Aladdin, but like it's Would You Rather instead.
Oh my God.
It's a guy. He's like forced to do Would You Rather's. I don't know. There could be like a weird thing where it's like his like wife asks him like a Would You Rather question, and then because his wife asks the question, a genie pops up,
Yeah.
and then like
She's
he's
sleeping
bound.
with the genie.
Yeah, he's bound by the genie now. And the
My
way he
God.
gets rid of it is he has to ask someone else a Would You Rather.
Oh my God.
Maybe, but he doesn't realize it.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's not necessarily a movie. Maybe it could just be like a skit.
Short form, yeah.
Yeah, like a skit, like a couple minute long skit
Yep.
where he just doesn't even realize it. So he's just asking these wild Would You Rathers.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah.
And then you find out he's in like a psych ward.
Yep.
Yeah. It could be an almost Friday
Yeah.
TV type beat.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's just pretty goated.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Sketch comedy is alive and well, everyone.
It is.
Thank goodness.
You're up next. You got this, the bizarre but true.
So, I'm going to read out a completely ridiculous fact, and you have to guess if it's real or something I just made up.
Gotcha.
So, number one. A man once legally changed his name to Nobody so he could run for office with the slogan, "Nobody for president."
That sounds really silly.
It is very silly.
I'm gonna say true. That sounds silly enough to be true.
It is true.
Wow.
Dude, what a guy. What an
For
absolute
real.
person.
I mean, someone might even call him nobody.
Yeah, a nobody.
Yep.
A nobody tried to do this.
Yep. A nobody.
1 for 1. There's a town in Nebraska where it's illegal to yawn in public.
In Nebraska,
Yes.
it's illegal. I'm gonna say no. False. That sounds false.
It is false.
Mm-hmm.
I made that shit off the top of the dome.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah, it's not illegal to yawn anywhere. Also, that'd be just stupid.
It sounds
I mean,
silly.
To be fair, changing your name to nobody and then running for fucking president is also pretty.
Well, it's more.
base.
It's not necessarily a question of is it stupid. It's more like, is it realistic?
Yeah.
And I just don't think them banning yawning sounds very realistic.
In 1891, somebody yawned so much that we banned the fuck out of it.
Yep.
That's the only time this shit ever happens. All right, number 3. A chicken lived for 18 months without its head.
See, here's the thing. I'm thinking part of it is true because I've heard of stories of chickens living for a while without their head.
How do they eat? 18 months?
But that's kind of where I'm like, that's the part I think that's false, is the 18 months.
Okay.
But I've heard of stories of where chickens live for a little bit without their head.
Okay.
I'm going to say false,
Yep.
and I think it was a shorter time
Sure.
period.
Apparently it was true.
Damn.
His name was Mike, and he was fed with a dropper. So they just basically dropped food into his little neck hole. Is that not fucked? His name was Mike the chicken.
Yeah. I don't believe that.
You
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I think that's bullshit.
Let's consult Dr. Google.
See, okay, anyone can type fucking anything into Google. That's why I don't believe it. That's why I don't believe it, dude. You could actually, when we do our short form, I have some interesting would you rathers that I partially believe. I'm gonna
Really?
wait. I'm not gonna tell you until later.
Yeah.
But like that I partially believe, but at the same time, I'm also like someone could have just written a fucking Wikipedia article. People could write the craziest shit on Wikipedia.
Oh my god.
Unless they have like images, but I don't want to look at images of that.
Bro, it was in 1945.
That's insane.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Yeah, dude, this seems way too real.
Do they have
It has
images?
a whole ass Wikipedia page. I mean, bro, it was in 45. But yeah, here's Mike.
I mean, that looks like a chicken without a head.
That's Mike.
Apparently. Well, I mean, possibly. I don't know. Once again, I will still stand by the fact that a lot of Wikipedia pages are, there's a lot of them that have a lot of bullshit on them. So
True. I mean, there's also a BBC article, but
yeah, true.
could be from the Wikipedia. You never
knows?
know.
Who knows?
God, that just sounds so unbelievable. I'm actually in
Yeah.
the camp with you,
Yeah,
where I'm kind of like, God, that does sound like some bullshit.
yeah. Pixar didn't happen. Video, actually, not just pictures. I need video, because anyone can take a fucking picture of a dead chicken without a head.
And yeah,
Like, I need video evidence.
dude,
Otherwise,
the
there's
18
not a-
months part just sounds preposterous.
That just sounds like a lie someone fucking said just to see how many people would believe them.
Yeah, you're saying the guy in 1945 who wanted to make a chicken dinner was a notorious fucking liar.
Yeah, who knows? He could have just been like, I want to see if I can make a big lie and get away with it. That's my thought.
I'll give you a half credit because I'm kind of in disbelief myself.
Mm-hmm.
Scientists once trained pigeons to play ping pong.
See, I could see that. Because there are a lot of smart, like, birds. There's a lot of smart, very smart animals. That, like, dude, I've watched videos of animals playing sports.
Yes.
So, and ping pong is a sport.
True.
So, I'm going to say true.
It is true. I would have gotten that wrong. I 100% would not have believed that.
Yeah, I don't. I could see like the pigeon part. I could see on a technicality because it's never like I feel like a lot of these are like if it's gonna be false, it's like oh it wasn't actually pigeons. It was
a raven.
it was a yeah it was a raven. It was a squirrel.
It wasn't ping pong. It was pickleball.
Exactly. Where it's just like oh okay dude cool.
Except the chicken one. Dude, the chicken one fucking. That's
Yeah,
so crazy.
Dude, there's no way that's real. It had to be some dude who was just lying.
Mike the chicken.
Yeah.
18 months, dude. That's
18
fucking
months is
crazy.
insane.
So yeah, you were right. True, they even kept score. The first alarm clocks had live roosters inside of them.
You know what? I'm gonna say true. I'm gonna go true.
The first alarm clock, not true.
Oh, it isn't.
Fake.
Damn.
But imagine the chaos.
Yeah.
But imagine.
See, maybe it wasn't that the first alarm clocks had a rooster. It's just that people used roosters as alarm clocks.
Yeah,
It's probably more of the lore accurate.
yeah. I mean, that would make the most sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because, like, truthfully, the first alarm clock is kind of like just the sun.
Yeah.
You know?
For real.
It starts getting really light out, and you're like, oh, man, I gotta wake up. But,
Literally.
you're doing pretty good. Pretty sure it's like, what, 4.5 out of 5? Or, what was it, 3.5?
Something like that.
Last one. A company in Japan sells ice cream that glows in the dark.
Japan sounds like, yeah. I'm going to say true.
Lore accurate? It is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, that sounds lore accurate. That sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, bioluminescent jellyfish.
Ah, nice.
They just extracted from that shit and
Yeah, that's cool.
just go the fuck in.
That sounds pretty sweet. Yeah, I did pretty good on that. Not too bad.
Yeah, you cooked. 4.5 out of 6.
Cool.
Super good.
Awesome. Here we go. It's time for the ultimate useless inventions.
Yep. So we've been hired to create the most useless invention. But we need to convince each other
Mm-hmm.
that it's actually a really great idea.
I should have prepped a little more for this.
We got a little bit,
Some ideas.
some juice that you can always pull from. So I would like to propose that we both make a useless invention and then, have a little critique session. How would you fix the useless invention?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of the idea in the first podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So let's fix these useless inventions that we have in front of us.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll fix these. Yeah, I got it. I like it.
So we have a self-heating popsicle. How are we going to fix it but still maintain that it's a self-heating popsicle?
It needs some sort of contraption to catch drip. That's
There we
my
go.
current. That's my current like problem with popsicles
Yeah.
and like ice cream, like
Bars.
food is like anything that's like a bar. You hold it to eat it.
Yeah.
It needs a drip. It needs a drip hold. So it needs something. I don't know how that would work, but because like it
What
melts.
if it was a little cone? You know what I mean? Like a little bowl that's a cone
Yeah.
at the bottom.
So what if it was an ice cream cone?
And kind of. Because you have the stick, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you basically have a plate that is waffle cone made. You know what I'm
Kind of
saying?
interesting. Yeah.
Or what? It doesn't even have to be a plate. It could be like a bowl.
Yeah.
You know, a little bowl that keeps all the
Mhm.
drippings.
It'd be kind of cool, especially if they make it edible.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think if it's edible, it's doable.
Yeah. I like that. I think that'd be pretty cool.
I like the idea too. The self-eating popsicle kind of defeats the fucking purpose because unless you just really want juice,
But I mean, they kind of already do like they don't necessarily heat themselves, but like they kind of just naturally heat up to room temperature.
yeah, but there's got to be somebody who's like out there who's like, man, my teeth, like, I love popsicles, but it's just too cold. So if you heat the inside and then it's also getting heat from the outside, maybe it's like the perfect combo.
Interesting.
Maybe it's like imagine if it's like a gusher. What if it's like a gusher in the middle?
Oh, like the middle of it. Oh, that'd be kind of interesting.
You know what I mean? It heats it
Yeah.
up. Heats it
It's-
up from the inside.
Maybe And I guess that would be more, well, when I think of gusher, I'm not thinking that it heats it up from the inside, because a gusher doesn't do that.
Yeah.
It's like more of like a goo on the inside.
I'm saying.
That'd be kind of interesting for a popsicle.
Yeah.
For it to be, but here's the thing: is when you freeze it, then the goo would be frozen too.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd need to let it warm up a bit.
Yeah, so that's where the self-heating element part. So like the stick somehow has technology to self-heat. We've already invented it. It's already patented. It's already done.
Mm-hmm.
So now we have the goo that, like, as soon as you take it out of the wrapper, it starts self-heating by probably something that gives you cancer. And then you're just like...
Well, it'd have to be like a... it would literally have to be a supercomputer. It would literally have to be like the whenever quantum computers get made, because it has to it has to be an electronic that can withstand being like frozen.
Yeah, it's either that or something that could like indicate through light. Like you kept it dark the entire time, and as soon as it hits light, it like reacts.
True.
Because there is a lot of chemicals.
Yeah, true. Interesting. I suppose. Yeah, so an alarm clock that screams your deepest secrets to you when you wake up.
So
to
wake
you up.
Yep. To wake you up, it screams your deepest secrets at you. So that means if you have a wife, a girlfriend, this alarm clock fucking sucks.
Well, so it screams your deepest secrets. I don't think there is fixing that.
Yeah.
There's nothing that's gonna make it better. I do have a fix for it. You throw it at the wall and break it.
Yeah, you break the fuck out of that thing.
Yeah, you destroy it.
Because it's from a nightmare like realm. Because first of all, it's sentient enough to know your deepest secrets, which is kind of fucked up.
Yeah, it has a mind of its own.
Yeah, unless you're programming it to like have your deepest secrets, and it's marketed as like, hey, you can program a phrase and somebody's just using it in a dark, twisted, fucked up way. Kind of like my sneaky brain, but like, oh yeah, I'm also thinking that it's fucking cooked.
Yeah, that's just not a good one.
Yeah.
I just don't think that's a good product. No one's buying that shit.
Yeah, we can't save it.
There's no saving that product. That product's cooked.
Yeah, dude, some of these we can't save. Yeah. And that's okay.
That's an unsavable product. It's broken.
We're not Mr. Save-A-Ho. You know, we're not. So we have to move on with our lives. There's a whole ass podcast. I mean, my goodness. A waterproof sponge.
It sounds a little redundant, but
I'm thinking instead of waterproof, it's got to be water resistant.
Yeah. Well, so here's my thought, because like when I think of waterproof sponge, it instantly makes me think of Scrub Daddy, because like they kind of like, they do absorb water, so they don't like it's just, I'm just thinking about like a Scrub Daddy when it's like hard.
Yeah.
So like it's not gonna like absorb like water that way, or like at least it's like in its hard state. Or I also think of like a grill brick.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of like this. It's kind of floating around that same idea, where it doesn't absorb water.
Yeah.
It would no longer be used as a sponge in a typical format.
Yeah.
I think it kind of already exists.
And I don't know why my brain went to here, but I was thinking of just utilizing the product in a different way.
Yeah.
So imagine you can make this into like a thin layer sponge, put adhesive at the back, and then solve one of the world's problems of getting a bunch of barnacles at the bottom of those huge ass ships. And then just like put that layer, so when you goes time to clean, you can just exchange the layers.
See, my thought is this product kind of already exists. It's kind of like steel wool.
Yeah. Yeah. It is just
it really wording. Kind of already exists. So, bless. Is there a way we can make it better? Yeah, there is.
Don't call it a sponge.
Make it absorb water.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a way to make it better, and it's to make it absorb water.
Yeah, dude. Can we fix it? Not really.
Yeah. Not really, because it kind of already exists.
I actually kind of like this product. A treadmill that moves backwards at random times.
That'd be kind of interesting. You could, yeah, that'd be pretty interesting. That'd be really good for like certain athletes.
That's what I'm saying.
But there also is, yeah, I think that would be pretty good. My thought is there'd have to be somewhat of a limit of how fast forward it's going.
Yeah.
Is my only thought, just because you would get a lot of lawsuits.
Oh yeah.
You would get a fuckload of lawsuits. So maybe that's the thing I would change about it. You're not allowed to do a lawsuit.
Yeah. The change of it is as soon as you buy it, the liability is on you.
For real.
You cannot sue us.
Yeah. That would kind of be that would be the way to solve the product or make it, I guess, way to help it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, yeah, that's going to be a liability.
Yeah, I kind of like that one. I actually, out of all the products here, I'm like, oh man, that could be kind of fun.
Mm-hmm. Next up, a pen that only works if you sing while writing.
How do we fix it? Well, we have to make the pen not do that.
Okay, it's not that bad because it's almost, because I've definitely heard of like pens that kind of like, they're almost like voice memos at that point, which I don't actually think is that bad. I think a product that would be cooler is if...
Let's modify it.
I'm going to make this product better. It's a pen that understands what you're writing down.
Oh, hell yeah.
And it makes it into words, and then it could talk back to you what you wrote down.
Yeah, I like that it sings the word back at you instead.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
I like that.
Something like that.
And then it could be a memorization tool.
Mm-hmm.
So it knows it's like pen strokes of like A, B, C, D, everything.
Yeah. Even it can tell, what if also can tell other languages?
Yeah, it'd be sick.
Yeah.
Cool.
I could see that being a thing.
Better.
I could see that being a thing. That sounds really fucking cool.
Yeah, a pen that whatever you're writing is talking back to you.
Yeah. I'm sure that's like, I feel like that's got to be like a thing. But I feel like
smart pen.
I feel like with like artificial intelligence, because there's definitely like older people who still really like writing.
Yes. And
who still get a lot of value out of writing things.
Yep.
So it'd be really interesting.
Yeah, I like it.
I high key. I think that's my favorite one. If we switch it up to where the pen can understand what you're writing down and then it says it back to you, and then it kind of almost be like you have Chat GPT in a pen.
That'd be sick.
Because you basically would be like once it says it, or I guess Google, whichever you prefer. Once it says whatever it is, because I could imagine that it might sense it incorrectly. That's when there has to be a module as well where you can correct it.
Yeah.
And let it know. It's like, hey, this is actually, I just wrote XYZ.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
But last up, a remote control for a remote control.
This is the way I fix it. It's a remote control for all your remote controls. It's a universal remote control. So say you have like 4 remote controls or some shit, and you can turn everything on and you can turn everything off.
See, that just sounds confusing.
Yeah, you have a remote control that's an on-off switch for everything.
See, I don't, and this is weirdly, because I know a lot of devices do this, where they have like, you have to download an app just to like fucking update it or turn it on. High key, I think that shit is annoying as fuck.
Bars.
It doesn't make the product better. It's just another added feature that helps you give another selling point to someone who maybe thinks it's kind of cool.
And it's bad.
Yeah, because like, for example, and I know a lot of people love this stuff, is like having like multiple remotes on your app or on your phone. I high key don't like it. Just give me a fucking remote.
Yeah.
Just give me a physical remote, because like I don't want to have to continue updating an app every time you make a new update to it. Yep. And then I have to download the app and do all this other bullshit.
Then it's a subscription model.
Yeah, fuck. After a while, they're charging you $3.99 to use it.
Yep, and you're just sitting there and you're like, dude,
just like,
this is fucking stupid.
Just let me use the fucking regular remote.
Yeah. I totally agree. I think the word that's coming to my head is frictionless, and it creates friction. Adding another remote in the process of a remote to a remote is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Real quick, I'm just gonna say if the product would be good or bad. So self-eating popsicle could be interesting. I'm gonna give that a maybe.
Yeah.
Alarm clock that screams your deepest secrets. 1, stupid.
I think that's arguably the worst product on here.
Worst product. So not gonna sell. Waterproof sponge. Not realistic.
Kind of already
exists.
Yeah, pretty much already exists.
So there's the market's already flooded. We're fucked.
Yep.
Treadmill that moves backwards randomly. Could work.
Yeah, I think it could work. I think it could be really good with athletes.
Niche product. Could
Yeah.
sell.
Yeah, it could sell.
Pen, if modified,
Yep.
sings what you're writing back to you.
Yep. Or I'm okay with still you have to sing while writing. It's very inefficient.
Yeah.
I think that makes it a bad product. But if it sings or even just says back to you what you write down, I think that's a really good product.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be expensive as shit.
Mhm.
You're going to probably pay about like at least $150 for that pen.
Yep.
But I don't know. That might be kind of good
Kind of a banger.
if you write a lot.
And one of probably my least favorite product, other than the alarm clock, is a remote control for a remote control, because it's not solving a problem; it's making a problem.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
making another thing that's already. It's literally just having two of something.
Mm-hmm. Hear me out on this. This is what's gonna make the pen kind of slap a little bit harder. But once again, I feel like at this point, it's almost more like your phone. You could just kind of. It's almost like an extra step for Google Translate.
Yeah.
Is it can tell you what that word is in other languages.
Yeah. Love it.
So it's kind of an extra step. Might be kind of cool, but I feel like it'd probably be a little spendy. And once again, it feels like an extra step to Google Translate, something people already have. But, I'm sure there's probably some older people who would probably appreciate it. It's probably probably a market for older people who, write stuff down a lot.
Yeah.
So.
Makes sense to me. Did you love it? Did you hate it?
Yeah.
What would you rate it?
Yep.
You're the best. You're the best. Sometimes I just like to steal intros or outros from other YouTubers. That one's from the Needle Drop.
Yeah.
It's
The Needle
Anthony
Drop.
Fantana,
Oh, okay. I was like, I feel like I've heard of that before.
the busiest music nerd. But no, that's the end of the pod.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, we got
Go
the
away.
products. We got some what would you do's. Follow us on all the social medias. We're on the Spotify's. We're on the YouTubes. We're on the Apple Podcasts. Catch our short form on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, anywhere you get your content. We're probably on there. But that has been the Well, episode 32 or 33.
33.
33.
Peace.
Peace.